everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Tomcat Stitchery. I'm Whitney, and today I'm here to show you what I was actually able to accomplish from my sewing retreat. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll leave a little card up here. I just got back from a sewing retreat with 6 other people. We were in a cabin from Thursday afternoon until Sunday morning, and literally all we did was eat, sleep, and sew. I have a horrible backache actually because I was not sewing ergonomically at all. We were, some of us were on a dining table, and so, you know, when your arms have to be kind of almost up like this to sew, it's not good, especially when it's that intense. But I was just gonna kind of go through, I think I had all in all 15 things that I talked about in the possible plans, and so I was just gonna go through those a little bit, tell you what I was able to accomplish, and pop little clips of me wearing what I was able to accomplish, and I actually got a lot done. So I almost said without further ado, and I feel like I say that a lot, so I could try and find a new like catchphrase. Let's get started and dig into this so that this video isn't like super long. Okay, I literally have the patterns that I made over here beside me, so as long as nothing goes flying, we should be good. All right, the first thing that, well, not the first thing, but the first thing I'm gonna show you, I was able to make my seam work Danny. This dress, or this little pinafore, is so cute, and it is so well constructed. It has a full lining, and it's a faced lining. So the lining is sewn to the facings, and then the facings finish off the armholes and the neckband. It is so well made. And I was able to get away, they do say in the instructions that you might be able to get away without having to put a zipper in it because the V in the front is so deep and it's a pretty loose dress, and I was able to do that. I'm pairing it here. You're seeing me with also another make. I had shown you 2 things of knits that I thought I was going to try and get 2 Freyas out of. So this is the first one. This is the gray Freya that I made out of that merino pointelle, and it is super thin, but like a great base layer. Like, I'm going to layer this under so many things this winter, especially things that could be like spring, summer that I'm trying to make winter. It's just, yeah, the 2 turtlenecks that I was able to make, I'm just over the moon with. So anyway, love this pattern. I would highly recommend it. It would be so cute in a linen for the summer, although I would not wear it without something underneath it. So maybe not. Maybe this is more of a winter fall dress for me. But it'd be really cute in a wool as well. I mean, I love it in this corduroy, but it'd be really cute in a wool, like a checked maybe. Anyway, so that is the first pattern. Or first 2, I guess. All right. Next is one of my seasonal sew 3s, and I will do a video of the 3 seasonal sew 3s, like a little roundup, probably in March, because that will be the end of that 3. I did 2 of my seasonal sew 3s this weekend, and then the 3rd one is the blazer that I'm going to do the sew along for, that you'll probably be seeing at the end of February, maybe, probably the beginning of March, because this is my first sew along that I've ever filmed, so I'm just anticipating it's going to take me longer than I think it is, but that will be coming. So anyway, this is the first one, and this is Butterick, there we go, 6626, and I made view B. It's a Lisette pattern. It's a knit dress. Gosh, it's so cute. I had this cut out actually quite a bit before I went. And a side note, I was able... Okay, let's talk numbers real quick before we go on. I had shown you 15 things. I was able to get 12 of those 15 things cut out. Of the 12 that I cut out and took with me, I sewed 11 of them. So that's numbers. So this one I'd actually cut out quite a bit, and I cut everything out, and not only that, but like interfacing and press the interfacing so that I was on most of the things. So I literally could just sew. So it was a lot of prep work, and that also did not help my back. Standing over a cutting table for like 3 nights straight in a row before I left was not good on my back either. But anyway, it is a fast way to get a lot done if that's your goal, which it's not always my goal, but it was for this weekend. So anyway, made this dress, made it in a Liberty jersey. So I bought this from the fabric store, I think Black Friday sales, mostly because I was curious. I love Liberty Tonalon. I love it. I love their poplin as well. Liberty's poplin. It's a very nice, it's thicker than the lawn, but also just really nice and soft. And I just never sewn with their cotton jersey before. So I was kind of curious. So I ordered 2 meters of it when they were having the sale, Black Friday. And I'm not super impressed with it, to be honest. I love the print. The print is very Liberty and it's gorgeous. It's just a really thin cotton jersey and it curls real bad because it's a thin jersey, which is the nature of jersey. But I think I prefer, unless it's really drapey, I prefer my knits to be a little thicker, like a medium weight, a little chunkier, which the next turtleneck I'm gonna show you is that way, and that's how I like my cotton jerseys, like thicker. I mean, it's still curled a little bit too, but just more heft to it. So yeah, I don't think I'll order Liberty cotton jersey again. I mean, that's not gonna stop me from ordering their other substrates, but yeah, I wasn't super impressed with the Liberty jersey, surprisingly. But I do love this dress, and it is gonna get a ton of wear. I put the side zip in because the pattern called for it, and I was there with a whole bunch of seamstresses, and they're like, well, there's not a super, there's not a lot of recovery in this knit. You might wanna put the zipper in it so it doesn't get stretched out, which I get. But I can totally get it on without the zipper, so it's there if I need it, but I don't. Anyway, love this dress. Again, very cute. All right, the second of my seasonal sew 3 was, trying not to make an avalanche, was the Palisade pants. And hopefully I'm popping a picture up here of those, by Paper Cut Patterns. I love these so much. I made them in it's called Caper, but it's a green linen from the fabric store again, and I will link fabrics. Actually, I'm just gonna link you back to my previous video because I linked all the fabrics that I had that are still available in that one. It's green and they're just regular linen, not their heavyweight, just the regular linen. And if you hold them up to the light, you can kind of see through them, but since they're like a tapered pant, they're fine. They're gonna be great for this winter, or this summer, spring, and also when I'm layering them, they'll be fine when the weather warms up just a little bit. It's like Arctic right now. Like I think Wednesday's high is -5, which is just stupid. So not wearing them at the moment, but hopefully April timeframe. But I have them paired with the second fray I was able to get done, and that is the leopard print cotton jersey that I got when I was in Nashville, and Nashville, Tennessee. And this is how I like my cotton jerseys. They're beefy, there's Lycra in it. It's not just a straight cotton jersey. I can feel that there is some, so there's recovery. So it's not just stretching out and being all bagged out. But I love this so much, and I'm gonna wear this under the Danny Pinafore as well, because I think it's just so cute. And I have a jumpsuit, the one pattern that I got cut out that didn't get sewn up as a jumpsuit, and I think both those turtlenecks that I've made are gonna be adorable under that one when it gets made up. So, love these. I just love these pants. They're just so different. That pocket detail is just really cool. So yeah, very pleased with that. Okay. I got my Tilly and the Buttons. Coco is the next one. I've had this pattern in my stash since last spring, and I've been wanting to make it forever and ever and ever. I love this. I love it so much. I've made it in the, as you can see, the gray, with the gray dots, and I actually was going back and forth on which this is a double-sided fabric, if I wanted the dark gray fabric with the light dots or the light gray fabric with the dark dots, and we had a whole like poll going on. Another up of having a sewing retreat. I was able to poll everyone and say, okay, holding it up to my face, which side do you think looks better? And it was really split 50-50. So I went with the lighter, because I tend to go more lighter, but then thought it'd be fun to do the little bitty pockets. Oh, sorry. The little bitty pockets in the dark gray. So as kind of, hold on. Sorry about that. I've turned my ringer off now. Lesson learned, right? That really breaks up my flow a little. Okay, sorry, and I had to move lights, so hopefully they're back somewhat similar area. Okay, so anyway, I love this pattern, and I'm going to make tops out of it, and I can't wait to try the funnel neck. It's just like a really cute knit top that's not like a t-shirt, it's not like a fitted t-shirt. Like you can use a little more stable knits, so it's got some shape to it and a little bit, it's fun. And great for beginners. So anyway, I love this, and this little dress is gonna get worn all the rest of this spring, because again, our springs are freezing, so it'll be a while. Okay. Next, and I'm gonna put this on with my Palisade pants and my turtleneck, but I made the faux fur in the bomber jacket. I went with 7637. And I'm really glad I did. I had some ribbing in my stash that just worked really well for it. Sorry, there we go. That just worked really well for it. This was the very last thing I sewed. So I started sewing this Sunday or Saturday night at like 9 o'clock at night. But I finished it before midnight. I finished it, had cleaned up all of my stuff. Maybe it's like 8:30. But I cleaned up all of my stuff. Because we leave basically first thing Sunday morning. Wake up, have breakfast, because we have to put the cabin all back in order, get our cars loaded up, and then we have so much thread and like fluff and everything all over the place that we have to like sweep it up and, I mean, not clean, but do a light cleaning, just to leave it the way we found it. So yeah, I got everything cleaned up and then was in bed by like right before midnight. So it sewed together really quickly. Now I wasn't crazy in the instructions on this. I made the smallest size. Someone had said they'd made this and it came up big. So I went with my bust measurement, and the finished bust of the smallest size is a 42. And yeah, 42 inches, and or the chest line, and my bust is 38.5. So it's not a lot of ease for a bomber, but I didn't want really a lot of ease. And this isn't like a warm jacket. This is a very thin faux fur, and it just has the lining fabric. But I was not crazy with the way they bagged this lining, so I totally went off the rails, which was a bold move. I do not sew well. I mean, my brain does not work well at night. Like after dinner, my brain just kind of shuts down. So starting this project as late as I did, which again, I'm just like on an endorphin high that whole weekend that I'm able to like have superhuman sewing powers or something, because I had to really think about how I would bag it, because it's different because of the way the band is, because the way it has to get sewn and up and then get in there, but it worked. So, and like the first time, I only had to unpick the band a little bit once, because when I was attaching the bottom band to itself, it got twisted just a little bit because that ribbing was stretching so badly. And it just twisted and wasn't lying flat. So I had to go back in, tear it out, and just kind of twerk it back a little bit, and then it was fine. But I love this. I think it's so fun. It turned out exactly the way I thought it would. The faux fur is from Smuggler's Daughter, and she doesn't have any in shop anymore. But I tell you, I'll talk about it. I used another one of her fabrics for another dress. I'll talk about it in a minute. Everything that I have sewn with from her has been of the top grade quality. I can say the same about Fabric Store and Blackbird Fabrics, really, and Smuggler's Daughter. Those are my four like top currently top fabric stores online, although I'm branching out and I've been trying a few new ones, so I'll report back to you on those. But yeah, I mean, I just find on those I can always find like good quality stuff. So anyway, I love this. I'm so glad I did the bomber. And I may do that other jacket if I can get maybe in the fall, get my hands on some more faux fur and do the other jacket that I picked out, because I bought that faux fur for that jacket and then just had like a last minute change of heart. But someone had asked for a sew along for the faux fur jacket, not the bomber jacket, but the little short crop jacket. So maybe in the fall, if the sew along for the blazer goes well coming up, then there may be more sew alongs in the future, and then maybe we could do a faux fur jacket in the fall. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Okay. Oh, sorry. I've got a couple of patterns in here that are not things I sewed up. I took a couple patterns for a friend of mine to look at. And that's not that either. Okay. This might be the favorite thing that I sewed up all weekend. That's a bold statement because I really like everything I made. But I feel so pretty in this dress. And isn't that what sewing's all about? Like making, like, I don't even know when everyone was like, oh, when are you gonna, do you have an occasion? When are you gonna wear this? I'm like, no, I don't. I don't know when I'm gonna wear it, but I'm gonna wear it. I'm gonna make an occasion to wear it because it's so beautiful. So it is this pattern. It's Vogue 9328. I made view D. I actually bought this pattern for this view, and I'm totally gonna make this summer because I'm in love with this dress. But it's got the keyhole back. See if that will focus. Maybe. There we go. And there we go. It's got that keyhole back, which you can see, hopefully I'm twirling around in the dress right now, that I think is so neat, but it allows you to wear a bra. I just feel so pretty in this dress. I used vintage buttons for my stash. This fabric is also from Smuggler's Daughter. It is such a nice rayon challis. It is thicker than a lot of rayon challis, so like it didn't distort, because that's rayon can be high quality, it can be low quality, and the low quality ones distort so easily just with cutting and moving it because it's so heavy, and this dress is heavy. I did go off instructions a little bit. It just wants you to use bias binding for the neckline and for the back keyhole, but I just fully lined the bodice so that I could finish it off that way, and I'm so glad I did. It finishes it off really beautifully. I love this dress so much. And I think when I do the Vue with the flutter sleeve, I'll do that for the summer, I will do the shorter length. So it'd be like a midi length, which I think is just gonna be gorgeous, which would be beautiful in a crepe or, again, another viscose. It needs to be something super drapey. Yeah, I love this dress. And it is navy with like a blush pink stripe in it. It's kind of hard to see the color variation there, but yeah, need to find a reason. This was another contender for the So Frosting, and this is totally what this is. It is So Frosting. And again, don't know when I'm gonna wear it and don't even care because I feel beautiful in it. So that's all that matters. Okay, next one, we'll do a twofer here. Okay, and I think I'm gonna pair these. I haven't filmed the twirls yet, and so I think this is how I'm going to style these. So if I don't, bear with me. So the next one is McCall's 7906. I was able to get the Vue that she's wearing out of some pale pink. It's pale pink cotton sateen, and I used these silver buttons for my stash that are vintage. I love this skirt. It was everything I was hoping it would be. I'm gonna wear it with my sock boots in the winter, and then as the weather warms up, I'm gonna pair it with my slides, my pink slides that I've got. I think you guys have seen them before, which is how I'm gonna take this to Florida. I just think this skirt is so cute. It's got pockets. I love the high-waisted nature of it. And in my head, I am pairing it with this top. So hopefully that's the way that this is turning out. But this one, 8789, this is one of the ones that I came back with. My battery died when I was filming the retreats video, and I came back with this one. And I'm so glad I made this. I wanna make all the Vues now. So I made Vue A, and I didn't do anything to the pattern. I just made the size I needed out of this silk, actually, that I was gifted. My mom, it was a friend of my aunt's, and my mom was there, and they were talking about how I sewed, and she used to sew and had some fabrics, like nice fabrics she'd hung on to because she didn't know what else to do with them, and she just gave them to my mom to give to me, and I was like, yes. And it was actually a panel, so it was, I think, about 1.5 yards by 1.5 yards square, and it has the little geometric pattern that you're seeing on the shirt is just in the corners, and so it was mostly that ivory color all over it, but I was able to cut it out creatively enough to get all the color, because the color is, it's like my colors. It's perfect. I think next time, so this is a bodysuit, I need like maybe an extra inch in the center front, just to give it a little bit more blousiness, just a little bit. It's fine in the back, but my boobs, I think, have just taken up a lot of that length, so I need like an inch center front to go to nothing at the side seams, just so I have a little bit, since it's a bodysuit, a little bit more give so that the little underwear parts, this little part or whatever, isn't coming up out of the top of my pants. But I'm so excited to wear this top with my Dawn jeans. A lot of people have been making, I've been seeing them pop up on social media, and it's making me so excited to get those made. So that video will be on Friday, and I am gonna film it next and then start sewing them like immediately. So I'm very excited about those. So anyway, I love this, and I really wanna make all the versions of this now. It just turned out really well. Okay, let's see here. I think that's everything. Okay, so I had one that you're not gonna see me in because it was a fail, which is so sad. So I made this one, 7908, and it was just kind of doomed from the beginning. So I was sewing it up in this linen. Actually, hold on, okay. Editing this is gonna be fun, since I've had to like get up and down multiple times, and I've changed my lighting. There's that better. I literally have myself like sequestered in this little area. It's really hard to get up and get things that I need. Okay, so here she is. You can kind of see, this is a little extra piece of fabric. So I got it done. I used some really pretty hand-dyed bias cut silk for my bias bindings on my armhole and on my neckline, and things were going along so well. And then I was serging my seams. Has anyone had this happen? And it got caught up underneath, and look what happened. Which was such a bummer. But everyone's like, oh no, you know, have a little scrap of fabric and you can do some like visible mending. Like, that's a cool idea. Like, yes, okay. So I literally used all this fabric too when I was cutting this out, so I had no scraps. I mean, it was like almost a zero waste project. I was eking things out. But I was able to cut some off the hem because I cut the regular length and knew I was gonna have to lose some off the hem anyway because I wanted them cropped, which is what I cut. The pattern is cropped, but I'm 5'2", so I knew some was gonna have to come off. So I have a little scrap to be able to do some visible mending. So then I put it on after I got to that point, and it was comically too short in the body. I mean, like, I couldn't even stand up straight, let alone like it be comfortable. Like, things were so far up into the crotch area. My friend, one of my good friends that was there, was almost on the floor laughing, like just on the floor laughing. So it's like 2 inches too short. So when I cut the hem off the pants, this is the problem-solving outfit. I added a waistband. So see, I added this waistband. See, I even had to cut the pockets cross grain when I was cutting this out, which actually I think is kind of cute. It's a little different. Okay, so we averted that problem. So this is literally the hem of the pants that I had enough, plus a little, for the visible mending to do a waistband. So I get the zipper in, and I've been trying it on multiple times, and it's got the exposed zipper, so you have some, sorry, why is it? It's trying to focus, not on my face. Sorry, was that like really blurry? There we go. So it was, so I put in the zipper, which I think is really cute. They've got like this exposed zipper down the front, put them back on again, and they're too tight in the hips, which I have no idea how that happened. When I cut the size, I have any idea what happened. I should have had plenty of ease from my hip measurement to the finished pattern measurement. I think it was like 3 inches of ease, because it's supposed to be somewhat fitted. And I thought, oh, 3 inches of ease in your hips, you want at least 2 in order to be able to move. And I thought, well, okay, for fitted, you know, add an extra inch, so, you know, because it's a jumpsuit. So I don't know what happened there, but they are too tight. They're too tight, and in a place that's not normally too tight. I mean, my waist, yes, things are too tight in my waist. My bust, oh, all the time. But no, because this is a cup size pattern, which I love. So I made the D cup, and it fits fine in the bust. Like, I've got enough ease and stuff to move. So I just had to put it in timeout. I mean, I can let the seams out, maybe, but then the issue, I mean, everything's been serged, of course. But then the issue is that the seams in the waistband are not where the seams in the jumpsuit are, because I just cut the hem off and added it, which is fine. It's not super noticeable, but I don't know. I just couldn't deal with it. I had to just put it in the box of shame and walk away. Because the only thing that needs to be done to this to finish it is the visible mending and then the hem. That's it. So, I don't know. I just need to have a good long think, because I'd love to, I mean, it's so cute. It really is cute on. It's just too tight in the butt. It's too tight in the width across my like hips and butt. So anyway, I may revisit this, but that was my one fail. And with 11 things, you're bound to have one thing that didn't work out quite right. And then number 12 is the Sierra jumpsuit, which I have all the pieces. It was the last one. It's all interfaced and ready to go. I just ran out of time and couldn't sew it up. So I've got it in a kind of a dusty navy blue, like a dusty dark blue. Viscose 12. And hopefully I'm popping up a picture. But I do want to get it made up because I want to make it wear it with some of my turtlenecks. I think that'd be really cute for this fall. And I did the tapered leg on that one too. So hopefully I'm going to get my Dawn jeans done first. But maybe before we go to Florida, I have time to finish this. We'll see. We're supposed to be getting some really bad weather in, I think, this week. So if that happens, I may just have a whole bunch of extra time to sew than normal, because we'll just all be stuck here. And my sewing room's a safe place to escape. So anyway, we'll see. And then the things I was not able to finish. I had mentioned, and actually for my Dawn plans video, which I'm going to film here next, I was waiting on fabric as well. Well, hold on. We'll talk about this in a second. We're going to talk about fabric in a second. So the things that I wasn't able to cut were the Salida skirt by True Bias, because I just didn't have fabric that was singing to me yet. I need to find fabric. And I didn't get to the Mila overalls, the dungarees, the Tilly and the Button dungarees, but that fabric did arrive, and I'm gonna show it to you here in a second. And I didn't get to the swimsuit, although I bought a new pattern. I own a couple of swimsuit patterns, and I just wanted to try something a little different. And I bought a Patterns for Pirates. It's my first one that I've ever used, and I bought the plunge swimsuit. There's very mixed reviews on it on their website. Some people, either like they really, really loved it or they didn't like it at all. So it was, you know, I bought it, printed it out, and I threw, because I thought, oh, in case I have time to do a 13th thing, I just threw the fabric, I hadn't cut anything out yet, into a bin and brought it with me. Clearly I didn't have time to do any of that, but I do need a new swimsuit for Florida. So I may try and tackle that too, but that didn't get done this weekend. So that was one thing. The Salida skirt, 1, 2, 3, I must have had more than 15. I lost count somehow. Or maybe I wasn't counting those because I didn't have the fabric yet. But this dress, I had to not cut it out because I have this paired, although I think these are gonna stay paired together. I just need, you know, those will be fine for the spring, so that can wait a little bit. But this one, I also had this pattern, which is Simplicity 8797, and this wool fabric. And if I'm gonna make this year, I need to get it done. So I need to decide if this is something I really wanna try and get done now, and there's not gonna be a lot of tailoring in it because it's a very boxy jacket. So anyway, we'll see. That'll need to get done here fairly quickly though, or else I'm not gonna be able to wear it hardly at all before the weather warms up. So those were two that I had fabric for, but didn't get a chance to sew up because I just ran out of time to cut them out. And I wouldn't have had time to sew them anyway. Again, I knew they were hefty plans. So, all right. I wanted to do a quick little fabric haul here while I've got you. This is gonna be a very long video, I apologize. I'm just gonna show you a few of these. My Blackbird fabric order though arrived the night before I left. I just didn't have time to cut anything out or wash it and then cut it out. And I haven't actually washed this yet. But this is my corduroy for my Mila dungarees. So it's a stretch corduroy, kind of a wider wale. I just love that color. It's just such an interesting green color, and I think it's gonna make my eyes look green. I have gray eyes that kind of go whatever color I'm wearing, you know, like they'll look blue because I'm wearing blue, and then they'll look green when I put green on. So I am really looking forward to cutting into this. Hopefully sometime soon, although where does all this time come from? Like I have children that I have to keep alive and stuff, so life can't be the sewing retreat all the time, Whitney. To remind myself that. And then, so Blackbird's was having a remnant sale. I have two other fabrics that are over here, but you're gonna see those in the Dawn video, the Dawn Plans video here soon, so I'm not gonna talk about those. But I was also able to get these 3 remnants because she was having her remnant sale. Oh my gosh, one of these is her ribbed jersey. This feels like heaven. And I think I still have all the tags on theirs. It's a rayon spandex, 50 inches wide. I got a meter of it because that's what the remnant was. Oh my gosh, isn't it pretty? I mean, I'm gonna make a t-shirt out of it of some sort, but it's a very fine micro rib. Can you kind of see that? And the color is gorgeous. Sorry, come back to me. It feels so good. Anyway, got that little remnant. I also got this French terry, and it also feels like absolute heaven. I got 1.25, so 1 1/4 meters. It's a Tencel organic cotton and spandex organic jersey. Organic French terry is what I'm trying to say. But it's kind of in this dusty blue. And I think this is gonna be a sweatshirt of some sort. But yeah, it's got like the looped backing and then the nice jersey. Oh, I need to keep this one hidden from my daughter. I can see her wanting stuff out of either of these. Because I've got the Floriette that I'm still gonna make, that I'm gonna do some stuff out of knit. So we'll see. Those actually, one of those might become something like that. And then the last thing that I got from her is this, viscose twill. These are not colors that I normally wear, but I just think this pattern is gorgeous. And I'm gonna make it into a skirt. I think it's gonna be, I may make myself another waddle. I loved that leopard print skirt that I made, and I may make myself another one. Or maybe a different skirt pattern. I don't know. But I do love, it's got the purples that are in it, the kind of the periwinkles and the other purples that are in there. And then it's got some like berry, like a raspberry, because I wouldn't call it red. I'd call it like a dark raspberry color, and navy blue in there, that I would wear all those colors, that I could do tops in all of those. It also has like a hunter, like a dark foresty green color that I would wear up by my face. So I love the idea of turning this into a skirt, if, you know, hopefully this winter, but if not, definitely in the fall. I just thought that was gorgeous. And I have 1.7 meters of that. So, I mean, it'd be an amazing dress. I might, you know, I could possibly get a dress out of it, but I just don't, that color is not, that acidy, chartreusey mustard color is just not very good against my skin. So I think just down low, a skirt. So anyway, that's a little mini haul that came right before I left. So I just want to show you guys those as well. So anyway, that is all that I have for today. I hope you enjoyed seeing my haul from my sewing retreat. Again, I do this once a year, and so yes, output was high, but I was also highly caffeinated all weekend. I usually have a glass or cup of coffee in the morning, and that's it. So I was on 2 cups of coffee in the morning, and then I was having like a soda, which I don't drink soda ever, a soda in the, like at lunch, and to like keep me going, and I'm sensitive to caffeine too. So I was like, woo! Extra energy ridden for the whole weekend. So I hope you enjoyed that. And again, on Friday, I should have my Dawn, well, I'm gonna film it right now, so I will have my Dawn plans video up. And yeah, and that should be it for this week. And then we will go from there. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will see you on Friday. Bye.